Bruh, so I was walking down the street and I saw this little barcode standing on, um, pasted to this little pole, and it said Elon Musk killed 300,000 people or something, right? So I'm like, what? So I put out the little lens and then look it up, and it takes me to this impactcounter.com. And it's talking about child health, HIV/AIDS, malaria, Medicaid, neglected tropical diseases, and it's talking about the deaths, 88 deaths per hour. Are you serious? This bad boy said 88 deaths per hour. It's like, what? Back to the Future? 88 miles per hour. They like, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. So they got Elon over here with 88 deaths per hour. This is crazy, bro. Like, and it's funny that he 88 because you already know the connection to Trump and his death, and you know that connection to Trump if you know my channel. Hardly people. Look, it's like the most upfront, first, foremost thing you need to know about Trump that no freaking body on the web is talking about, nobody in real life is talking about, nobody is talking about. You guys are all like, oh, he's the Antichrist, bro. Okay, listen, you guys talking all this Antichrist stuff, but you act like that's the only way to die. You act like that's the only entity in the world. No, bro. No. Obama and Gates and Trump, they are in contention for whoever the hell is the Antichrist. But I guarantee you 100%, the angel of death is Trump. Trump's the pawn for the angel of death. He's the representation of the messenger of death. He is the harbinger of the angel of death. He is the tool of the angel of death. All right, he is the king of the angel of death, if you want to call it that. But either way it goes, death is an angel, and he has a number. And if you look up his number and the number of his name, you will find 2288. 8822. You cannot escape it. Okay? It is what it is. It's inevitably Trump. Alright? So, aside from that, Elon, being one of his little partners or whatever, okay, that's some type of show. I don't like Elon more than anybody else. I don't hate him more than anybody else either. I'm learning just like everybody else, but at the same time, we're on a different curb here. Elon, you guys are over here trying to say he's killing all these people. Bruh, let me let you know something. The numbers you got up here are not even hundredths of a decibel. You're not even in the tenths. Okay? In comparison to who is really killing who, you're talking about one dude did one program, defunded some health, Medicaid, right? Medicare, Medicaid, right? Your methodology saying, oh, he got rid of Medicaid and the DEI and all that stuff. So people going DEI, DIE. If you get rid of DEI and all that mess, you're gonna meet DIO. That's who you're gonna meet. DIDIEDIO. You're gonna meet Zeus. Alright? Now it's just so funny that you guys just can't get this through your peanut, wicked little compromised, corrupt heads, because you won't share what the hell I tell you. You know what I mean? It's only a few of you that listen that or have access. Let's say that. See, that's what y'all don't realize. It's only a few of you that have access to the information that you are listening to right now. But out of billions of people, for some reason, you couldn't think of one to share the truth with. You don't know where to apply it because you are not used to a relationship with the truth. You're like a dude with a hammer. You think everything needs hammering. So when you get the truth, you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to use it. The truth stands alone. All you gotta do is let it out. You go walk your dog and show it off. You go wash your car and show it off. You go and take your new girl that you paid for and show it off. You go take your new pet project boyfriend and go show it off. You go take your new job and your new money and new clothes, new nothing under the sun, and show it off like it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's the best thing since the salvation of mankind. Like it's the best thing since fresh air. You know what I mean? And you just been living around nothing but shitty smells. See, that's the point. But when the truth hits, like you don't even protect it. You steer clear far from it. Your mouth, for some reason, your mind, for some reason, is constricted and not authorized to tell the truth. You don't have to sell it, just tell it. Just let it be known. Just copy it, duplicate it, repost it, like it, share it. You don't gotta subscribe to it. Shit, if you got a photographic memory and high IQ, you don't have to. What do you need to subscribe to? Nothing. You can remember it all, right? You could just take what I say off of this one little megabyte of information and start you up a whole new life. That's better than anything anybody's ever seen based off of the information I'm telling you, because nobody is telling you this shit and you can capitalize on this shit, but you don't see it that way. You see what I say as a burden. You see what I say as nonsense. You see what I say as, well, where they do that at? Nobody talk like that. Yeah, people talk like that. Your voting block shows that you guys are in the arena, but you cannot find the field. Okay? Shit. You guys is benched. You know? IR, ER. Injured reserve. Whatever the hell you want to call it. Emergency room. You guys are in a coma. You guys are proxy. You're not on point. You're not on location. You guys are around. You talk around and about the truth. But man, like I said, it's like a bench warmer versus a damn X Factor, a star. Somebody can just turn that shit on. Been in there the whole time and you never knew. Yeah, you guys just, I don't know what your value of the truth in the word has fallen so low. Of course, everything that comes out is conspiracy theory and misinformation and censor this and censor that. You're so sensitive and butthurt that you can't even properly form of expression, or else you'll be penalized and punished and pursued with the full force of the law from all nations on earth, because it's a threat to their national security. Bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Look, fam, look. No one cares about your nation or your damn security. You can get your nation and your damn security the hell up out of the way. Okay? You talk about, oh, it's a threat to national security, so we can't do that. We can't let you guys know that. You could say one thing and do another, and you've been doing it. So that's a lie. The point is, you need the confusion. Yeah, that's the point. And a lot of you agree with it. You're like, well, somebody else is officially responsible. So, and what do I know? You guys are totally convinced that you have, like, look, fam, look, this is the way it is. If your ass voted, if your ass believed in voting, let me tell you something. You have just as much fault and part in their decisions when it says, oh, well, we can't release this information because it's a threat to our national security, or this is dangerous and misleading information, or, you know, some type of shit like that. when they're talking to you and saying, it's like, bro, it's like saying like with the national security that's so damn defenseless, it's so damn brittle and fragile, it sounds like we need to get the hell out the way before this shit fall down on your head. Babylon is falling. Weak at the knees. Any little wind is gonna have somebody screaming timber now. Any true spirit, any little needle on the haystack is about to bring this bitch down. Alright? You don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I shouldn't say if you don't stand for the truth, which is something, you'll fall for anything, which is a lie, which is everything. Huh? That means every direction, every rock, every little piece of foundation, sense of security is false for you. False. The opposite of the truth. Okay? You got false light, you got false sense of security. And you say you won't release the true light because it threatens your false sense of security. You're at war on so many different fronts. The only thing to save your ass is the truth. And you go deeper and deeper and deeper tucking it. And then when somebody asks for it and you think you got it, since you have not had any relationship with the truth, you're going to look real dumb when you pull it out and realize you got nothing. And that's Judgment Day. That's Judgment Day, bro. You guys believe this crap 100%. Look, fam, tell you something. I just told you. Like I said, your vote, your constituency, like all of that shit is a false sense of security. It's just lip service. It's just garnish. It's useless. It's pointless. It's truthless. Toothless. It has no bite. It does not serve you. It does not protect you. It has not the capabilities. It is innate, not applicable. Okay? Nah. None. Alright? So when they try to tell you something, you gotta look a little bit further into what they're telling you. It is some truth about it, but it is ultimately a lie to pull you further away from the truth by leaving some residue to say, oh, settle for that as the truth. You know? Like, you get the shadow. You do not get solid, firm rock. Truth. Faith. You don't get nothing to hold on to. You're not whole. You're divided. You're flatulent. Like, you're made of many different moving parts within one frame. You're not whole. You're in pieces. You're just like a bag of junk. See, the truth brings structure and order and purpose. You like lacking water in the desert. Okay? Water is the truth. You're in the desert. What means the world to you? Oh, well, that's a threat to our national security if your ass gets some water. So you not getting no damn water, no matter what you think. No matter what we told you to get you here, you're not getting no water. No matter how much promise, no matter how much water we promised your ass, that is out of the question. Case closed. Nothing to see here. Too bad, so sad, sorry for you. But what's really killing you is this dude over here. He's killing you guys. Blame him. Blame him for your woes. You shouldn't be thinking about this. Why are you thinking about this? Huh? Why do you keep asking questions about this? This doesn't matter. With all this going on, all this good things has been happening, but also such the bad stuff has happened too, and you got time to ask stuff about this? The truth? Who cares about the truth? It's done. It's over with. It doesn't exist anymore. We told you. It doesn't exist. The truth does not exist. That's what he's telling you. To your face. Because the truth is life. When you serve death, you're going to serve the opposite of life, which is the opposite of truth. Okay? Truth is a way, is a guide, a good messenger from point A to point B, the truth. The opposite of that is a trap. Wow. Okay? Yeah, you're going to be led, and it's going to look good. It's going to be enticing. It's going to feel like the truth until you see that you're in a trap. The truth in a trap is a very thin line. So it's an extremely thin line. If you don't have the truth, all you have is a trap. I'm telling you, with no way out. The key is the truth to the trap. Okay? Or should I say the truth is the key to the trap? It's like a combination lock. Your ass get there, but you realize all of a sudden you don't got the combo. All you need is just a few simple little codes and you're in there. That's the truth. Oh, that's a threat to national security. We can't let you have that. National defense. You know? Can't let you have that. Wait a second. Whose nation? That's the first question you need to be asking. When they give you some reply like, oh, we can't give you the truth, even though you paid for us to give you the truth. So look, man, you telling me that the people that make up the government, the people that make up the government, which are the constituents, okay, are not qualified for the truth. You're saying that there's another government other than the people that possesses the truth. So you're saying the people don't possess the truth, and we're supposed to be the government. You govern yourselves as independents. That's government. Independent. All right? You saying if the people don't got the truth, but your government has the truth, who has nothing to do with the people. It has to do with corporations and money and a bunch of religious ideology. They may be against your religion, but damn near they 100% religion. They may not look like it. Like I said, it's the truth until you realize it's a trap. All right? That's their form of the truth. All right? It's the counterfeit. Fits. It's a counterfeit. It fits. Okay? It fits. It's a perfect fit because it's a counterfeit. All right? It's a perfect fit. And you'll settle for it like a tampon. Okay? But the point is, what we're saying is, it's like a pacifier. Almost, but no cashew. No sustenance. Look, fam. The Most High said, he said, like, the devil, even he gives good gifts to his own children. He says, what father is going to have his son ask for a meal of sustenance, some food, and then the father serves him up a brick or a rock or gives him a scorpion, a poison? Like, that's not the nature of the father. He's going to look out for his own. All right? So the point is, you guys have pretty much bastardized yourself, because there's the truth and there's the trap. There's the father, and then there's you are not the father. Okay? So, and you know how many you've seen this before. How many people have you ever seen go on those shows and it's like they thinking that they got the truth, they been the father, they doing this, they chest all stuck out high, and the next thing you know, the host says, in the case of the national defense, you are not the father. Okay. That means the people are the government. The people are the constituents, the Constitution. So, if the people are the government, then the people are the national defense, Minutemen, a well-trained militia. Okay, if the people have the duty to be vigilant, to protect their freedom, freedom comes at a cost. The cost is not somebody else is in charge of your national defense. Because as a nation, you're a nation of independents and constituents under a constitution. That makes up the nation. Without true constituents, there is no government. There is no one who governs themselves as independents that make up constituents that make up a constitution. So your nation does not exist. Okay? That is what they are telling you to your face when they say they cannot give you the truth. Your money is no good here. That's what they're telling you. Your vote is no good here. Your vote is an illusion. We're going to pick this person no matter what. We made the whole work is to make you think that you picked it. It's false light. We were going to do this the whole time. The whole thing is to make you think you did this. Okay? That's when the Most High warns you about the devil. Say he's going to, under your own power, he's not going to use his own hands. He's going to pretty much convince you to drop it and turn against yourself. Alright? And that's what you're doing. You're at war against yourself. You're cheering for the downfall of your own constituents, your own national defense. You want to know what that is? Listening. Faith only comes by hearing. Okay? Hearing alone, by the way. Alright? Now, without faith, that's ignorance. Alright? It means you ignore shit. It means the truth is there, but you're ignoring it. You're ignorant. Alright? Ignoramus. Alright? Now, that means you're not whole. It means there's parts of you, meaning like faith receptors and ears and discernment, that don't work because you forced them to not work. Alright? You're convinced that the bill is too high and you need to put your energy somewhere else. So you don't pay that bill. That's what you're saying. Oh, we don't pay that faith bill. We don't pay that truth bill. Hold on, wait a second. Your whole nation, your whole situation is built off of faith in what? Constitution. Constitutional order. It's not just constitution. Because you can have shit out of order and call it a constitution and you're going to be hurt. Alright? It ain't going to serve you. That's the point of a counterfeit. Oh, we got all the pieces. But no, you got to have it in order. I didn't give it to you like that. Then don't give it back to me all messed up and out of order. Alright? That's like me allowing you in the party and then you tear my house up and then you want to just leave. Too bad, so sad. Wouldn't want to be you. See you later, alligator. You're the loser. Last one out's rotten egg type shit. Goof. Just straight goofy. That's how you treat each other. That's how you're treating your own, like your neighbors. If your neighbor house burned down, your house is next. It's as easy as that. If your neighbor sells out, you're selling out next. It's as easy as that. If your neighbor's house floods, your house is next. It's as easy as that. If your neighbor's house gets robbed, your house is next. It's as easy as that. If there goes the neighborhood, then there goes your ass. It's as easy as that. Finito. Okay? So, when you look around and you're cheering that your neighbors are going through trials and tribulations biblically, and you with no faith at all are cheering at what you can see with your own two eyes, but what you don't see is your ass is next. You be like, oh, I already been through some shit. See, that's what you get. See, that's our get back. No, that ain't your get back. That's your warning. Your ass is next. Get right. It ain't no get back. It's get right. When you see something happening to your neighbor, you be like, yeah, that's some get back. Oh, yeah. the spirits and Mother Earth and all this forces of Mother Nature and the year, you know, you're getting what you're supposed to get. No, hell no. No. That's letting your ass know your ass is next. When it says come out of Babylon, okay, there's two ways of looking at this. You could physically pull yourself out with your own feet, location, something like that. Or spiritually, you can speak your way out. Have no part in the tongue of confusion. That is the constituents of Babylon is tongues. Okay? Tongues. So how the hell is your legs and your weapons gonna do anything? You haven't even begun to fight. And you think you winning. Oh, that's the way it is. The crescendo. The turning point. The reveal. The hoodwink. The hoodwink? Yeah, the hoodwink. That means when you get a glimpse of the truth, you get that hoodwinked. Oh shit, I've been hoodwinked. That's what that is. You get a glimpse, a wink. Oh no, what's under the hood? I thought that was a human. I thought that was a person. I thought that was a leader. I thought this was a nation. I thought this was science. I thought this was trust. I thought this was money. I thought this was what else can you rely on? National defense. I thought this was America. Well, your ass thought wrong. You got a glimpse under the hood. That's what happens. It's like that woman that was talking about Jeffrey Epstein when she was having some type of bad trippy sex, lusty sex for money and power. It was a matter of national defense because there's no list, remember? No list, no victims, no clients. So what she says is he put a blanket over her like a hood so she can't see what's under the hood. All she can feel is the ride. But all of a sudden he starts getting, bigger than people usually get. Turning it into some type of devil with horns right before her face. Rocking out like Billy Goat Gates. Right in front of her. Larger than life. Big head. Tried to turn her head away because she couldn't believe what she was seeing before her eyes. And then she turned back because of curiosity. That kills the cat. Because this cat is getting killed. That's what the devil come to do. Catastrophe. Catastrophic. Give her a stroke. Killing the cat with the stroke. Okay? This is what the guy does. He makes money off of that. They want to see some freaky shit. So those that like it, they're going to have an acquired taste that the world will never know. Heaven and earth will come down before they know. That's how deep off in them, I should say, the lie, Legion, the demon, really is hoodwinking them. Like, he was deep off in it. She was all over it. About to burst. Because her truth reached the capacity her world, her life, everything you taught her reached a cap. You're like, oh shit, this is cap. There's something else going on here. Never in her life, and never since then has she witnessed truth, witnessed a glitch in the matrix, if you want to call it that, witnessed cap. That's what she witnessed. She witnessed cap. Hoodwinked. She witnessed a wink under the hood, a revelations, the veil fell, the illusion flickered for a moment, and she saw the truth. She saw things are not what they seem. All the money, all the glitters is not gold. Some of this shit is demonic, ancient, old. Nothing new. But we thought this shit was fake. We thought this did not exist. We thought this was fairy tales. We thought... You thought wrong. Thought starts with TH. Taught starts with T. Okay. So, either way it goes, taught or thought, you're wrong. So just like see, why did he put the hood over? He put the hood over because he was getting over. He's like, all I gotta do is keep the face looking like hers. I can go ahead and whatever she don't see, I'm gonna give her the business, the truth. So that's the point of your national security. Will give you the face, the illusion of what you want, of what the agreement is, what the terms of agreement is, the Constitution. Somebody just like you. That's the face. Some poor victim has just had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre snatch their face off and then use it as a condom to sucker in their girl or their loved one or their spouse just so they can get close enough to get deep off in them. And then at the moment of crescendo, just rip your face off and show the real deal. Never had it like that before, and you never will, because this is the last time. Because after that, you're scarred for life. You don't know what you're getting into. You're sworn to a vow of silence. Because who's gonna believe you? Huh? That's why they let your ass run free. Because everybody else is perfectly programmed puppets for the trap. Everybody else is in the trap. You're in the truth. And the truth and the trap are like oil and water. But the point is, there's a kicker. They're identical. If the holy water and the holy oil are both holy, you got to make a choice. When do you apply the oil? When there's water around, that's when you apply the oil. To seal it, to sanctify it, to separate it from the water. You cover it in oil, the water won't reach depth. It will stay firm and not become bent and warped on the inside. Waterlogged, water damaged. Okay? So, but you, on the other hand, been taught to use water as protection. So therefore you get worn out, weathered, eroded, bent, burnt. Driftwood. Like, and there's no repair, no reparations. No, you get thrown into the fire because you're stripped bare and you don't represent the vine that you were stripped from. You have no berries, you're a leafy fig. You're all that is not truth. Because you don't represent the truth. You represent trash and the trap. The trap and trash. You represent taught and thought wrong. You represent the bread and butter. The bread and butter is what you think. Their bread and butter is what you're taught. And I'm so sick. I'm so sick. What's sick mean? I'm reaping. When you take a sickle and you reap. I'm so reaped. You know? They say you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Well, somebody's been reaping what they've been sowing out of our asses. You know? I've sold what I was taught, what I thought, until I stopped. I only got so much truth left because they get you to spin all that shit into a lie to where it's useless, irreversible, irrevocable. So it's like your money. They get you to spin it all into a lie where money is the law, but it loses value every second. So where's your law? It loses value every second. Where's your constituent? It loses value every second. It's diluted. It's polluted. It's false light. It's degenerate. It's a false sense of security. It's a limited time only. If value diminishes like the dollar, that's your law. Your law diminishes by the hour. Because you pay to subvert the law with money. But the money got no value. You make up more money to get rid of that money to cover up that money that got no value. So you make up more laws to cover up that law because this law got no value. You make up the whole world to go against the constituent. Because they devalue your constituents. They devalue your constitution. They devalued it. It's like when they say Visa accepted everywhere, MasterCard, your shit is accepted nowhere. Truth. It's a threat to their national security. It's like reparations. It's a threat. It's a damn threat. Because them companies gonna fall immediately. It's truth. It's a threat. Because you defend yourself all of a sudden. That's what the truth does. The truth is an alarm for you to defend you. It's an alert. It's a first line of defense to let you know, oh, put the drinks down and pick the tools up. That's the truth. Okay, so if they can move that line back, it's like Looney Tunes. When the dog moves the line, so when the antagonist comes along to tease him, he walks up to that line because he knows that line is there. He knows not to go over that line. So you're going to come mess with you. The dog going to sit there and take a few lumps. Wait till you get tired to where you can't even run away fast to get back away. We'll let you just tire yourself out. Tastes good. Feel good, don't it, whooping my ass, huh? Feel good. False sense of security. Grab your butt, split you in part, and hoodwink you. All of a sudden, you get to see under the hood. And that's the last thing your ass see. Because that's what a trap is. You think you had the truth. You thought you were standing on security. This is a threat to our national security. You thought you were standing on security. Wrong. They moved the line. They moved the goal. Your ass overshot the goal. You're behind enemy lines. Talking about constituents. Talking about Constitution. Talking about we voted this. Talking about freedom and independence. No. Your life depends on that line. You crossed the line. Knowingly or unknowingly, your ass is across the line. What is the shark gonna do? He doesn't know he's across the line. I'm hungry, but he don't know he's across the line, so I'm not gonna eat him. Oh, I did this on purpose. That's how I fish. The most subtle creature ever created under heaven is a fish. It's what you don't see below the surface. It's called faith. Fishing and faith go hand in hand. If you're a fisher, you know what faith is. Whether you know it or don't know that you know, known and unknown, most known knowns, most known unknowns, and unknown unknown. It's all there. It's all about water. It's all about faith. Walking on water, oil and water. At the end of the day, what do you apply? Do you apply the oil to protect your ass from getting cracked open and waterlogged? Getting sunk to the bottom of the water. High pressure. You understand? If you sunk to the bottom of the ocean, you'd probably burst. Implode, burst. Just straight burst. Shouldn't say implode. You would just burst, bro. Like, it's splashed inside of, you know how when they said there's a lake under the ocean? You're like, it's the salinity of the lake is much more salt content than the ocean. So it's like you'll bounce off of the surface of this lake under the ocean. That's like oil and water. You just don't mix. The salt of the earth is kind of funny. If you say the salt of the earth and you say the oil. If the salt of the earth is a spiritual matter, and the oil is a spiritual matter, and the water is a spiritual matter, but they don't mix. All three are separate. Because you could put enough salt in water to where the water won't mix because it's a super saturation point. And it creates a layer that the water will not, the less salt water will not pass. And the oil is just so refined, it just doesn't give. The water won't penetrate. So you got these three different levels of liquid, all three holy, which is one, kadosh, all three the same, but they're all three different. Salt of the earth, water of life, oil of the spirit. Okay. All three are one. Holy, set apart. Holy, set apart, consecrated, set apart. But they're one, like inside of an ark. Yeah, they're all three different pieces. They're all in proximity, but they're all separate, but they're all one. They're all one. call on one, you're calling on the other. Okay? So, like, you eat the oil, you eat the salt, you drink the you drink the water. You need the oil for protection, to live longer, to extend life, preservation of life. You need water as life, for life. You need salt to retain water. This is crazy. And to travel the world, because the world was discovered off of flavors. The world is about flavor. This life is about flavor. Flavorless has no life. Okay. So, at the end of the day, man, you say, how do we get all the way over here? What is the methodology of this whole darn rant I'm letting out here? Is to let you know, man, don't put all your eggs in one basket. All right? You need to be like the holy. You need to have your oil separate, you need to have your water separate, and you need to have your salt separate. You need to have all three. You should not be lacking. Screw your money. People will pay for your water, people are going to pay for your oil, and people are going to pay for that salt. All right? Whether they got money or not, they're going to pay with time, they're going to pay with attention. They're going to pay. All right? For the truth. Because you truly have it. All right? Saying you got it, cap, and not having it, so that's a trap. Yeah, I got it. Come on this way. That's coyote. Coyote, send out the female, go round up your guard dogs. And then what happened? They think they got the truth. They about to have some pups. No, they got trapped. They about to be puppy chow. Okay? So, you got a little bit of the truth, but essentially, you chow. Chow chow. Puppy chow. You dead meat. Alright? Because if you had the truth, it would have been a threat to their nation's security. Like, I'm a K9, they're a K9. We're K9s. They wouldn't lie to me. Shit. You're on a leash, they're not. They chew off your leash. What do? They move the goal line. Oh, don't go over the line. They moved your line. So, you had a line of faith, a lifeline. What did? They chewed that shit off. So, shut up and get that out of here. It's all about science. Trust the science. But the science has been sin since. Ever since. Circa. Okay? Sin is sin, sin, sin. Alright? So meaning, it's been a trap. It's been a trap. And if you knew, only if you knew it was a trap, you would be a threat to the national security, to the nation's security. And you know what they got to do with your ass then? Yeah. They're going to have to repurpose you for parts. Parts unknown, by the way. Okay? They're gonna put you a part of the mainstream. You know what that means, right? You're gonna be devoured. They're gonna utilize every little morsel of you in front of everybody, and everybody else is gonna cheer for it. All your friends, all your family, everybody used to love you, where there was nothing that they wouldn't do for you, has nothing that they want to do with you. They don't want nothing to do with you. Because somebody else repurposed you. Somebody else relabeled you. You're not independent no more. You lost those rights inalienably. You are an inalienable slave now. All right? All rights are inalienable in the Constitution. Wrong. You thought wrong. You were taught wrong. The Constitution was not made for everybody's rights. Okay? Everybody's trying to claim those rights, but it wasn't made for everybody's rights. The Constitution was made to protect the people. The people, which are the government. Now, if you're a threat to the national defense, which is a branch of government representing the people. The government represents people. Okay? The people are supposed to meet it halfway and represent the government. They constituents. They constitute. The government consistent. Is consistent. It consists. What do the ingredients consist of? Constitution of people. Without people, there is no government. Without independent people, thinkers, independent communicators, communicating between each other, it consists of independent communication, like AI. Independent. An artificial independence? You say artificial intelligence. Intelligence is independent. An individual, artificial individuals. An individual isn't independent. A targeted individual, an artificial intelligent. They're both independents. Okay? So when you trade one for the other, true independence for artificial intelligence, because your independence meaning you depend on your faculties that make you independent. But if you're relying on artificial intelligence, your intelligence, which is your independence, is gone, and you have artificial independence. I mean, you're artificially human, you're artificially free, you're artificially right. I think I rest my case. Your artificial rights, artificial money, that's your situation. Your artificial votes, like your name is in all caps or some shit. So like your artificial identity, identification is independent. ID is intelligence. IQ, it's independence, it's intelligence. It separates, it consecrates. Like I said, man, all of this and you have none, no part, so far removed. You don't even have one eye. You with no eyes, no ID, like a one-eyed deer, like a deer with no eyes, no idea. What'd that do for you? Ground beef. Buck stops here. Oh, a lot could be said about that. All right, man. Enough, bro. Enough. Like I said, man, everything on here that they're naming and all this mess is a trap, is a snare, and it's a false sense of security. All these are just are just safety lines that they move back further and further and further, and your ass got caught up in. And you think without them, your life is over. Wake up call. They are the ones that move the line. They represent the line. First lines of defense. Trust the science. Yeah, your false sense of security is what killed you. So trust that, right? All right. At the end of the day, Tudu Rabba, Hayashara, Kadosh, Kadash, Kadesh. Tudu Rabba, Hayashara, Haya, Kadosh, Kadash, Kadesh. Tudu Rabba, Shai, Kadesh, Kadash, Kadosh. Tudu Rabba, Hebrew, Akakama, Aseh, Kadosh, Kadash, Kadesh. Ah, na, mi, amen. Ashar, Yesharun.